and welcome into the Spiel. We're a little discombobulated today. This week in particular has just been a whirlwind. We were able to be on set of another music video shoot, which we thoroughly enjoy. But this time, more than any other, we got a little slap happy. So I want you to take a look at this video. I think this was BTS Day 3.
Angie was giving you the goose.
Well, we were just talking about my significant other, Steven, but you wanted to pronounce his name.
Steven. Angie, how do you say it?
Steven.
Steven. Lucas, how do you say it?
F. Tevin.
So you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it was ridiculous how, like, you guys thought some of the dumbest stuff was funny.
Well, it's really, okay, this is why I felt like we needed to do this segment.
Right.
Because I was either hallucinating and just having way too much fun for no reason.
I think everybody was hallucinating in the car. There was something going around. We were all just like,
it was
we were-
nuts.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
nuts. But we're going to let our audience judge, if it's just as funny. So, my significant other's name is Steven.
Right.
Steve.
One of my favorite people. He's such a sweet guy.
And you did not get paid to say that.
I love you, Steven.
You look at this talent to be able to say, look at his mouth.
Steven.
And actually, okay, is there any way to pull it up? Because I think if we do a side by side, even
Steven.
is it similar?
Steven.
Okay, okay. So who do we have on the show today? I mean, man, there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot coming up. We have a very, very inspirational story right off the top.
Right. Is it Bill? It's Bill. Bill Swinford.
That's right.
From Swinford Media Group.
Well, he's from a lot of places. Okay, he's done a lot.
Right.
He has lived. Okay.
Okay.
We'll let him tell his story.
Yeah, 'cause I don't want to tell it.
Okay.
'Cause that's his
All
job.
right. And then you happen to like her a little bit, Jennifer Lawrence.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit of Diamonds
I'm a
and
little bit
Whiskey.
smitten.
Smitten, yes.
Yeah, she's incredible. She's
Great
super
talent.
funny. She's so much fun to be around. Yeah, we're going to talk to her later about the music video that we shot.
This week?
This week. And
We're going to premiere
her music video that we shot.
a while ago called
Walk Hard.
Hard. I know you've seen it all over the place, but we will be playing that on the show today, so I'm super excited about that. It will be the Spiel premiere of Walk Hard.
Right.
Okay. And then, oh goodness, get ready because we got some puppy dogs coming
We are going to bring in some puppies with some bone broth.
Yeah. I felt like it was necessary to bring the animals in to sample
absolutely.
the animal bone broth.
Plus, we get to hang out with some puppies and play with them.
We do. And it's funny because I called the owner today.
Right.
And I said, now there's two puppies. We're going to put them up on the screen here.
Right.
Okay. And I want to put them in a little competition of who can do the best tricks.
Oh, okay.
That might be good.
My mom told me I'm a winner all the time.
Oh, your mom said, Daniel says he's a winner all of the time. Look how sweet
Well,
that
she
is.
is very right.
Okay, that's excellent. All right.
Also, we have Tim.
Tim.
He interviewed Jason Segel,
Yes, he did.
Lily Collins,
Okay.
and Jesse Plemons on their movie Windfall.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show. So, listen, before we go, you know how we receive things in the mail.
Yeah.
I thought Prescott would be a good one because you told me under absolutely no circumstances would you be trying anything on.
No. Well, first of all, my feet will not fit unless
So
they're
shoes.
giant.
You already know they're shoes.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, because we opened them when you weren't here.
They
Rob goes
totally,
through
when did
mail.
they start opening my mail?
They were already trying them on.
Dolce Vita. Look at this. Beautiful box. All right, we have a nice little wedge that's going to fit onto Prescott's foot.
Oh, wow.
Very nicely, Prescott.
I don't know about that
In
one.
your spare time, have you ever practiced in a wedge?
Nope.
All right, babe.
Mom didn't have wedges in her
Look
closet.
at this, beautiful, and it's only a size 10, which happens to be the size of your female host. Look at this beautiful detailing, would you? I mean, I flip and love that. Just in time for summer. How did they know? They just send us. Already it feels good, right? Talk about
It
how
does
it feels.
actually kind of feel good.
Talk about. Okay, try that on.
All right.
Is it good comfort? It kind of just embraces. Look how tall you are all of a sudden.
I'm a big boy now.
You are. Oh. Let's strike a pose. Let's walk up the catwalk. I love Prescott that he's doing this for me, taking one for the team. Because I have a boot. Okay, that's good, Prescott. You can turn around before you break an ankle.
I'm trying to show everybody.
Come on back, Prescott. That looks. Look at the wedge. Look at the detailing and the beautiful color. Oh, They did not miss a beat there. I love it. All right, Prescott, I'm going to let you judge. Okay, what do you, overall, you got to rate it?
Honestly, I can understand why women are happy to get off of their feet at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah, just
like
because
all that,
of the
just
height.
like my calves is insane. It's like, what
You
is
only
this?
wore those for like 30 seconds.
His
Yeah.
calves. He said his calves got to work out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was comfortable.
We would like, oh, thank you so much. We got 2. I just love it when they send us 2 of anything, right?
I'm a big fan.
Unless it's a bill, and then I just want none. Okay, so, you ready? You've probably already seen this again.
Whoa.
Oh, baby. Feel of that. Let me tell you what. Quality right there. That is quality.
It actually does feel really nice.
That is outstanding. Look at that. You know, that's when someone just paid attention to detail. Man, these are, they really take time to make sure they stay shaped, and
Yeah.
that's a nice boot right there. Look at that. Wow. All right, we thank you for the gifts, and what do you think? Good review?
Honestly, they're very comfortable.
Yeah, very well made.
Even though like my feet were a little too big for these ones, yeah.
2 thumbs up then for Dolce Vita, most certainly. Buy them, wear them, love them. Even have your husband try them on, or your boyfriend, okay? We'll be right back.
And it's you know, there's weight loss involved. There's 60 pounds down at this point.
Who gave Angie fire?
It was not a good move. It was not.
And Daniel.
My name is Greta Smith, and I'm a nurse practitioner for Shawneetown Healthcare Center. And I love it all, you know, and that's one of the reasons that I chose family practice, is because I like that every day's a challenge. You know, there's something you walk into, whether it's, you know, a well baby check to, you know, an 85-year-old patient in here getting their med refills and their labs. I mean, I enjoy the whole spectrum. It's like an extension of your own family.
Picture it, you're home away from home and in some of the most beautiful places anywhere. Well, what are you waiting for? Now is absolutely the best time to buy. Larry's has 100 as is. They're cheap, folks. What you see is what you get. RVs just waiting for you to hook on and haul out. All inventory needs to move, and that should be music to your ears.
Bill Swinford in the house. Hello.
Hi, Angie.
I can't, it's kind of odd that we're here again in this space in this time, because tell me how we met initially and how long ago it was.
Well, we just determined it was 18 years ago, and you were on maternity leave at WSIL, and I was working the desk in the newsroom at Channel 3, and everybody was talking about Angie's coming back, Angie's coming back. There was excitement in the room, and we were looking forward to it, and I was looking forward to meeting you. And from day one, I just enjoyed working with you and saw what a pro you were, and said, wow, how did Channel 3 ever get Angie? But
well, it was an ABC affiliate. They lied to me about what I was going to be paid and the number of viewers we had. So I'm totally teasing. You know, made a career there, 14 years, and it means everything when people come up and say, you know, you were a member of my family.
Yeah.
You were in my home 3 times a day, right?
Right.
So I didn't want to get completely away from that. So all of this was born.
yes.
But listen, this guy right here is a media mogul, right?
Oh, yes.
Right? He prints, he does everything. He's just adapting with the times. I mean, congratulations on your success, just like a media group, right? What did you do?
Well, it's kind of a necessity. I mean, I've been a newspaper guy for the most part, other than the time I spent at Channel 3. The time I spent at Channel 3 turned out to be a great thing for me, because
right.
I
a lot
learned
of contacts, and you swiped your Rolodex off the assignment editor desk, right?
That's right. That's
Had
right.
all the contacts then.
And but it was also, you know, helped me understand packaging stories and producing a little bit. And so therefore, I took that back to the newspaper business. Eventually, my family and I bought a newspaper group. It's just a group of weeklies in Williamson County, but it's a very, very well-received group of weeklies in Williamson County.
Gosh, definitely.
And we found out just in just almost accidentally how much talent we have in the house for producing, for doing video work. We started streaming Marion Sports and,
Right.
and found out that all of a sudden, hey, we can do all of these things. We've got talented play-by-play and color, and we've got
We had Coach Carrie Martin on. a
Carrie
couple
is
weeks ago.
wonderful.
Wow, what an interview.
What a blessing to
Just
work with him
awesome.
all the time. Yeah,
A pro.
And we actually just did a documentary about one of his top assistants, the guy they call Wimbo, Dean of Students at Marion High School, who's retiring. All three of my sons played for him. It was just a labor of love, and we got to roll that out earlier this week. So,
That's fantastic. Listen, I wanted to invite you on because this thing, social media, it can go two ways, right? Some people want to make everything appear perfect in their life, and that's very easily done on social media. Now with filters, you can just be a different person if you want to. But I stumbled upon this story, and it was raw. It was heartfelt and deep, and it was you. It was your story.
Yeah.
And it touched me, and I said, you know, so many people can learn from that lesson. Talk to me about the epiphany and when you said, okay, let's go, let's put it out there.
About a month ago, right around Easter time, we decided that it was time to tell the story. My sons had taken a picture of me in a new space that we have at the office. And then, bless their hearts, they came up with this picture from a year prior that I'd never even seen. And it just really showed me kind of, you know, the transformation that has happened in the last year.
It was a very powerful picture, very powerful.
Yeah, and it's you know, there's weight loss involved. There's 60 pounds down at this point. But there's also, thank you, but there's also just a change in my demeanor. I could tell that I'm at a better place, a much better place. And I started thinking through the process of what got me there. And I went through some personal difficulties in the last year, but I also have a lot of, you know, business difficulties. When you're trying to run a business, there's constant stress,
No doubt.
constant anxiety, and things that would keep you up night. And I realized that was becoming my life, that you look at that picture, you see a guy that's just unexcited about life, burdened by life.
Head down.
Head
you're
down.
just- yeah.
And what I learned through this is some of those personal difficulties I was going through, and the anxiety is the kind of thing that just kind of drove me to my knees and made me return full force to my faith, and really trusting
Amen.
that God was there, trusting that I could lay all this before Him. Went to a season of fasting, which kind of helped jumpstart my health a little bit. But then, you know, he started to build in me a healthy way to do that. Intermittent fasting for a guy my age, I'm 55, really kind of turns into almost trying to get to 20 hours a day where you're not eating. And then you got 4 hours a day where you're eating, and it's not as big a deal about what
Okay.
you eat. I mean,
Okay.
I got away from the sugars, which were huge. I drink a lot of water. But it's not so much a diet in those 4 hours as because I've still got 3 kids at home, and it's a hard thing
Oh, gosh.
to
Why are you bringing that in here?
exactly,
You know.
exactly. And so it really, you know, jump-started my metabolism in a way that I hadn't in a long time.
Your
And
mind's clearer.
Mine's clearer. Got the sugars cut way down, and all of a sudden the fog starts to lift. You see that God's doing something. You see that just doing little things every day toward, you know, the shaving off the pounds, but also shaving off the difficulties and the challenges, not trying to overcome all of it in the night. Rome wasn't built in a day. And understanding that it's a process, and that you've got somebody with you. You haven't.
I love that.
What I call, I say that God can take anything, any mess, and turn it into something
Absolutely.
beautiful. Yeah.
When it's too heavy for you, say, you know what, I can't. Just give it over. Give it
Yeah.
over to Him. And
Yeah.
I've seen it. I mean, it's been a transformation, and you're like really rad. I mean, cool. I can tell you're like much cooler than me. You know. I mean, they didn't call you a boomer earlier in the show, right? But I'm just so proud, and we've actually had a great conversation about maybe collaborating. So we'll just be a even bigger,
Yeah,
mega
let's put that out there.
mogul.
Let's put that out there and
Just
do
watch.
that. Yeah.
I mean, Ted Turner, nothing compared to what we're about to do, right?
Exactly.
I mean, that Virgin Records guy, what was his? Nothing. So who's going to buy the plane? You? We'll share it.
We'll share.
perhaps.
Yeah, I
Perhaps.
think we can share.
Okay. You know, again, kudos, great job.
Angie.
Find Bill, find what he's doing, because it's a great story and most certainly inspirational. And I hope people apply it to their lives, especially those who are in need.
Yeah, I do too.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Angie. Very good to see you.
And we'll be right back.
I was raised by men that taught me that I could do anything that I put my mind to. It doesn't matter that I'm a girl or not.
You owe a debt to a hell of a lot more people than just me.
Hi, everybody. I'm Tim Estilos with the Spiel on Entertainment to talk about Windfall.
Hello, my name is Harley Ferguson. My program that I was in was the Associates of Applied Science in Pre-Pharmacy. I'm from Carterville, so it was a really easy transition from Carterville High School over to John A. because the high school actually brought us over here and signed us up for classes. And the "why would you go anywhere else" slogan really applied in this situation because it was a no-brainer. Why would I go anywhere else when I could come here? The staff, like all of the professors and the admissions staff, the advisement staff, everybody's so awesome here and they will help you. I mean, I don't know that I would have been able to do it without all of the help I got here. I just got accepted into the School of Pharmacy at Southern Illinois, Edwardsville. I knew I wanted to go into pharmacy school, so I wanted to major in pre-pharmacy. I had had some personal health issues that medicine helped me greatly in my personal life, so I knew I wanted to help people in that same way. And I decided to come here because they had the program I needed. They had all of the classes I needed before going into pharmacy school, so it just really made sense to come here first.
The Spiel presents You're On, 100% original new music.
And it's all over social media. We've been talking about it. We opened the show with it. We just had a pretty epic experience. And I love the comments and the quotes like, "You guys are major. You guys are big time." We were out in North Carolina shooting a video, and we were shooting that video for this woman, Rob, Daniel. We had Lucas on set, and man, we talked about it. Life-changing experience, really good. We all learned a lot. People are going to be talking about Hero for some time, but I tell you, it's no different than Walk Hard. Jen, you're just a superstar, putting out a lot of hits.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet.
Thank you. Jennifer Lauren of Diamonds and Whiskey. And actually, you're dressed perfectly for the Walk Hard scenario. Girl, you're just one who will get it done, whether it's work on a car, tile a bathroom. That's your story, right?
Yeah. I was raised by men that taught me that I could do anything that I put my mind to. It doesn't matter that I'm a girl or not, or that I'm sick, or anything else going on. So yeah, that's kind of what Walk Hard's about, just walking hard through life.
That's awesome. Daniel, you remember that day?
It was a long day. We went at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And just started getting after it. It was a long, but it was a really fun day.
Yeah. Jen, how did you feel about this one in comparison to Walk Hard? So Walk Hard, you had your band accompaniment, so we spent quite a bit of the day with them, and you got to rest and take a break. You were it, girl, in this last one.
Yeah, I'm still recovering. I got to tell y'all, I am so tired. I'm just it's taken me days to get my body, I'm still having it rough. But it was wonderful though. I've never felt so beautiful on camera. You guys did such a good job. You really did. You really captured what Hero is about.
All right, Lucas, you're gonna talk to me for a second. Sheesh.
We made it. North Carolina.
Day 2.
We made it alive. Oh, it is technically day 2.
Haha, this is the start of day 2.
Oh, jeez. Well, we're loading in some gear and all of our stuff, and that's about it. And we're gonna get some sleep for about 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
Angie, what's going on right now?
Right now is the discussion of light, and this is the important stuff that people do not see where, what are we going to make it, what are we going to use to make it look like nighttime, right? I mean, why don't we just wait till it's night, Lucas?
That would be ridiculous.
That would make way too much sense, right?
The Clay is making us breakfast right now. Look at that sandwich. That looks incredible. We gotta stay fed the whole day, and this guy's making it happen. What we do here.
I'm trying to tape a gel in here. This guy.
So this is supposed to be a night scene right now, but look at how bright it is. All these lights. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be nighttime. What, Angie? What were you gonna say?
I was going to say that I really appreciate you and all your work.
This is all lies. Just a quick question for you guys. What am I paid to do?
You are paid to be a very decent-looking person.
I mean, you know you made it. You got a jar full of sweet tea. Okay, ready? You did. No, sorry. The jar of sweet tea goes to.
I'm taking this one.
Oh God, it's so bright.
You doing all right? I'm okay. Thanks for asking.
Lucas, where are we going? We're heading out to Abide-A-While Acres to go shoot this door scene where Jen's gonna be walking through the door, and it's gonna turn from day to night when she walks through it. So it's gonna be a fun shot. So Angie,
yes,
you want to tell me why you are wearing a different shirt right now?
I've always had this gift of just being able to talk people out of their clothes.
So what happened?
No, we showed up on scene, and Mom, who's playing Jen's mom, she's Jen's mom. She said, I knew when I put this on that I probably wouldn't match her, and I said, well, rather than, you know, staying in this if you're not comfortable, I said, would you like to wear my shirt?
Gary told me there's snakes everywhere. We need to get out of here.
All right, let's pack it up. We gotta go.
You know, like everybody
Tilt it toward me so then I can get up underneath and grab it.
Angie, what are they doing right now?
Dude, the impossible. We've just moved a baby grand piano out of the main house to go under that tree so we can have it rain while Jen performs the song Hero.
Who gave Angie fire?
It was not a good move. It was not.
And Daniel.
All right.
Fire truck's here, baby.
Rob seems to have a real knack for storytelling and shot blocking and such. And Rob, I'll let you explain what it was that you were trying to accomplish through Walk Hard.
Basically the song is about like just don't let anybody walk over you and like just be strong and bold. One of the main things was Jen was talking about how she would constantly have male attention and she didn't want it.
Unwanted.
Yeah, it was unwanted male attention. So the whole purpose of the video was like she is. If you see the car in the video, she and her grandfather are building the car throughout her whole entire life. They're maintaining it, which is a symbol for him essentially teaching her how to handle herself and be self-reliant and build yourself and repair yourself as you need.
Yeah.
And as she grows up through the video, that car is there to resemble that. And then in the end, we have one final guy come up to her. Throughout the video, there are guys like kind of flirting with her.
Right, at all phases of life.
Right. And then we had one final guy come up who was our audio engineer, Lucas.
He was the most attractive, I would say.
Yes.
He was the most attractive of all of us. And then he came up and she did this nice little spin to be like, no, she
dissed him.
Yeah, a little bit. But I did talk with Jen a little bit, and I said, because she said sometimes she wanted to give in. Is that right, Jen? Sometimes you wanted like.
Yeah, well, the main thing that I really wanted to get from that, and I'm not sure that people really realize sometimes, is what I was trying to say with all that is that I love man, obviously. I love me some man honey. But I feel like to be in a healthy relationship, you have to love yourself, be self-sufficient, and be okay with you. And then it's okay. I think a lot of people become so reliant on another person that they lose themselves, and I've really learned that in life. And if I could tell anyone that about love and relationships, you have to love yourself and be strong with who you are and stick to that. And then someone can love you for who you are, if that makes sense.
That's so true.
That's so perfect.
True.
And, you know, the big thing that we talk about is the components for a healthy relationship is to be with someone who gives as much as they take.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And I know it's probably hard to get that from the video, but it's basically what I'm trying to say. Learn who you are and be who you are.
Right.
And love yourself for who you are and be strong in that. So, so yeah.
We had a little tongue-in-cheek or sort of a juxtaposition there at the end. There was a little uncertainty as to whether or not the infatuation was over Jen, the pretty girl, or actually that classic car, which was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was infatuated with it. I love classic cars.
It even had the little Roadrunner on it.
Yeah,
It did.
It's very
Yeah.
cool. We're going to have Jen send us a picture. She's not kidding when she says she loves classic cars. She has a car two of them parked in her backyard that she's going to redo.
Right.
And there's one there for parts and one that she'll make fine one day and
Right.
probably be in another video.
Yeah, 68 fastback. It's something. So I'm very excited about that.
There it is. All right, girl. Well, listen, Jen's video, Walk Hard, will be coming up later in this show, and we're super excited. If you have not seen it, you are in for a treat.
I love that video so
Absolutely.
much.
And do yourself a favor, visit Diamonds and Whiskey on all social media, and also take a look at Growing Media, growing.media on Facebook and Instagram. We were actually live on this latest video when some fire department showed up, rolled out the hose, and just showed off, right?
Yeah, that was crazy. They pulled up, and like you were so impressed with the fact that they just
they didn't say we're
They
here.
didn't even
Yeah.
like announce anything. There were no lights or anything, but they pulled up and they just rolled the hoses out onto the lawn. It's like they knew what they were doing.
It was excellent. That one's going to be a big hit, but you know that they all are, and we can look for big things from Jen. What's next, Jen, and what do you want to say to your fans?
Oh gosh, well, tour is coming up. You know, we leave in June, and we're all over the country playing with majors from Travis Tritt to Gary Allen, Keith Urban, Jason Aldean, a lot of big festivals that we're on. So definitely check it out at diamondsandwhiskeyband.com or Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, Diamonds and Whiskey, pretty much everywhere. So yeah, check it out. Warrior is coming out at the end of this month, and then the Hero video, we're gonna drop that right after Warrior, and it's gonna be great.
Excellent. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
Jen, always a pleasure. We'll be in touch. All right. Thank you.
Thank you guys. I love y'all so much.
Bye, Jen.
All right. We got
Bye.
a whole lot more in this show coming up, right?
Yeah.
Including some four-legged friends. You're missing it, girl. We got some pups in the house.
Oh, Lord.
Two of them.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great
It's gonna
show.
be great. All right. We'll see you, girl. We'll be right back.
My name is Cordell McGoy. I'm a patient of Dr. Hughes for the last 8 years. I had a lot of work done, had implants put in, a lot of teeth pulled out. I would contribute him to saying he saved my life. I was really in bad shape. I had periodontal gum disease. When I came over and discussed it with him and everything, he did x-rays. He said, we got a job ahead of us, but I can do it. And he did it. I got a beautiful smile now, and I don't have headaches like I used to, so come on over and see him. He's one of the best in the area.
I'm Cameron Alford. It's a lot of people that come, a lot of students come to the game, so you get to interact with them. Once basketball is done, because I understand that one day it's going to be done for me, I want to still be involved with it in some type of way. Taking that next step, being ready for the next step. So next school, that's what keeps me motivated. It's good that your hard work doesn't go unnoticed sometimes. I told John at college more so for the basketball, but I got here, the atmosphere and the people I get to meet, that's a good reason why I came.
What do you think? Can you do it?
She took what was mine on a long hot summer day. Fire in her eyes as she stole my life away. Forever must have only meant till you found something new. 'Cause I gave you my everything and now she gets all of you. So walk hard on down that line. 'Cause my heart's still doing time. It's no fault of yours, but you'll have to dearly pay. Thought I had it all, but the lies got in the way. You pick up
It's rough, bud.
Take it easy.
Dude, at first I thought that was Bill Gates.
Okay, see again.
I didn't know who that was,
Okay, actually,
but-
Rob just won that.
The mission of the Christopher Greater Area Rural Health Planning Corporation is to provide accessible, comprehensive, quality health care to all the people within the communities we serve. Let us help get your health back on track. At CRHPC, we provide quality health care, affordable and accessible to you, the patient. No one turned away. Your health is our top priority. Serving all your health care needs.
Now, it's important that we entertain you for the full hour. We understand that. And sometimes just doing that by showing what people do not know, I mean, is easily accomplished. Right, Rob? Absolutely. Do you know what this symbol is normally I don't know if you guys remember this, but back in the day, the TV, the film critics would use thumbs up, thumbs down, right? Thumbs up, the greats would use thumbs up, thumbs down. So I was going to bring Riley on because Riley has asked a lot of questions. Riley, come on up. And Riley has essentially referred to us many times today as boomers, old people. We're clueless. We're like not in the know. All right. Well, we're gonna see how much everybody knows in this studio about TV and film critics, right?
Sure.
And we're going to identify. It's a little game. All right.
let's do
So
it.
if you know, go ahead and speak up, and you guys just yell out the answer if you know, right? Because that's how game shows here at the Spiel are done, because we don't have fancy sets. Not yet anyway. So
That's Steve.
no, we're going to be on a tight shot. Yeah, we don't want Steven. Steven.
Riley, you get 1 point.
That very good. Riley gets 1 point. Okay. Yes. All right.
Dude, at first I thought that was Bill Gates.
Okay. See again.
I didn't know who that was,
Okay, actually,
but-
Rob just won that. He gets 1 point. The American film critic Roger Ebert. Now here's the deal. I'm going to throw you guys a curveball. Roger has had a couple of different partners in his quest to advise us whether or not we should watch it. You want to name those two, Rob, for the
Siskel
win?
and Roper.
Siskel and Roper. That's right. So it was Siskel and Ebert, and then Ebert and Roper. Are you sure, or was it Siskel and Roper?
At the movies with Ebert and Roper.
Ebert and Roper. There it is. Okay. So here we go. Don't look at the name.
Cesar Chavez.
It's Gene Shalit. I made this way too easy.
Cesar Chavez.
Okay. Listen, now this guy was phenomenal.
The stash, dude.
This guy was
Yeah.
it back in the day. Like, you would tune in to morning news or whenever he would file his report, and you wanted to know what he said about the movies. And you would most certainly, you would go see that movie, because this guy, Leonard Maltin, who was just recently on the Spiel, right? He was just recently on the Spiel, actually gives credit to Gene Shalit for sort of paving the way, his introduction into the critic, being a critic. So, and it's funny, there was a soundbite in Leonard Maltin's interview, which you can find that on our YouTube, the Spiel YouTube. Go to that, and he credits him because they were doing a bit together, and they got a call from what is now known as ET, Entertainment Television, and the big discussion was, who cares? Who would want to watch celebrity news for 30 minutes?
Oof.
Right? Fast forward. Now people like hound them and watch them, and the paparazzi and
Johnny Depp.
24-hour. Oh, yeah.
Johnny
Johnny
Depp,
Depp is
yeah.
on. Yeah, that's.
Everywhere.
I'll tell you what,
Crazy.
the world has changed. Now, here you go. Simultaneously.
Timothy
Yay! There he is. There he is. That's the Spiel's very own TV film critic, Tim Estilos. He does all the SPIELOn entertainment reports. Really good. Rob is now really impressed because Tim was able to interview this week, or actually he interviewed it and then sent it to us, and we have to do some post-production.
Jason Segel.
Jason Segel. Yeah, you got a man crush there, I think. A little man crush. All right. And then was that the one that impressed you?
Yeah,
The
'cause I
interview?
did not expect him to be
Okay.
on there.
All right. Well, good. So listen, we're going to have to go to break. And do we have a winner? Angie for putting all the names out
Yeah,
and allowing
probably
us to
Angie.
seem like we're smart when we're really not. But anyway, so good job. We do appreciate Tim. And when we come back, we will tell you a little bit more about his latest project. How about that? We'll be right back.
When disaster strikes, it's nice to know you have someplace you can go while rebuilding your home. Contact Larry's Trailer Sales today. Not only do we have units available for those needing a place to call their own, we also have items many people may be in need of, including freshwater hoses, power products, and all your camping essentials. Find Larry's online at larrystrailersales.com, home of the RV warranty forever, serving you since 1966.
Now, this is a rated R movie, so I hope we don't have anything inappropriate pop up on screen, but probably not. This is just the trailer of Windfall. This is something that's really impressed Rob. You have actors Lily Collins, Jason Segel, and Jesse Plemons. What you're seeing here, just to kind of run down the overview of this movie that Tim's really about to dive into and talk to these actors. A man breaks into a tech billionaire's empty vacation home, but things go sideways when the arrogant mogul and his wife arrive for a last-minute getaway. So, ooh. So now, Tim, take it away.
Hi, everybody. I'm Tim Estilos with the Spiel on Entertainment, and I'm here with actors Jason Segel, Lily Collins, and Oscar nominee Jesse Plemons to talk about their brand new dark thriller now showing on Netflix entitled Windfall. Jason, I have to tell you, I really enjoyed this film because, you know, it starts off as kind of a slow burn, and then it ends up in some really surprising and even shocking places towards the end. As one of the writers on this, how did you come up with this novel idea?
Well, I think that we were all feeling stir crazy and confused about what to do. It was the heart of quarantine, and we hopped on a Zoom and said, look, we've got a location and we've got writers and a director and actors. We should make something. That's what we're supposed to be doing right now. And so given the constraints, there's only a few types of movies that you can make with a small cast in one location, and a noir is one of them. And so that's what we went with.
Yeah, and Jesse, your character, well, see, I'm just coming off of really enjoying your character from The Power of the Dog. By the way, congratulations on the Oscar nomination. So you're a nice guy in that film. Not so much here. So, you know, was it a real treat to explore this sort of darker role on the heels of that?
Definitely. And, you know, I've always enjoyed that. I feel when I finish something, I feel like I want to move to the opposite end of the spectrum, you know, and it was so much fun. Just an overgrown, very intelligent, overgrown baby, you know, who doesn't like being told what to do or where to sit, you know.
Now, your character plays a robber, if you will. Would you think from the very top he's the villain, but when he comes across Lily and Jesse's character, we're really not sure who the villain is in this one. Was that an interesting dynamic for you to explore and see that sort of evolution?
It was one of our goals. Everyone should be complicated in this movie. There shouldn't be a hero. There shouldn't be a villain. We wanted all these point of views sort of represented in earnest. So I really relate to Nobody, my character. I don't relate to CEO character, Jesse Plemons. He says some really abhorrent things in the movie, but they make sense. You know, so everyone's point of view makes sense in this movie.
And Lily, your character, what I like about this film is that each of the characters actually go through a sort of evolution process, and we see a peeling away of various layers, not only of their things that they're repressing, but a lot of the dysfunction and a lot of resentments there. So for you, what was that like to go through that process?
It was hard work that I was so excited to get to do, because normally you don't have the luxury of being able to create such a backstory for a character where a lot of that backstory is never referenced. Some it is, but some of it is just for yourself. And in order to have those moments that you can hopefully as an audience member go back and track in order to get to where the movie gets to, there needs to be something that a frame of reference for me internally and emotionally that I'm able to access. And to do that work and share some of that with Charlie and the guys and keep some of that for myself was so playful and useful. And it only helps service the trajectory for Wife personally.
I have to tell you, I really enjoyed this film, but you two playing a husband and wife in this film, your characters really give me second thoughts about getting married because you are truly a perfect dysfunctional couple. What was it like exploring all that dysfunction throughout the course of this film?
It was so weird. Well, first of all, I had my fiance on set too as my director, right? So that was also weird because, CEO and wife were going at it and there's this dysfunction. And then I'm with my partner who's our director and there's total communication and collaboration. And it's like the exact opposite. And so it constantly was this like nice reminder that I felt like appreciated and loved. And then there was this flip side to it where it was like so fun to get to play something just so different than I'd ever played before. But at times it was so jarring because I met Jesse as technically like in the CEO world, like character. And then we'd on weekends we'd all hang out and it's like, it would just throw me. You know, like I think it all just threw all of us because we played against type, but it was a really fun thing. It's as an actor, that's what you love to do.
Now, this is sort of, to some extent, a different kind of role for you. We know you for, a wide body of work, and yet this is a really dark turn, if you will. So as you were writing this, how do you choose which of those two main characters would be your role?
It's a really good question. We kind of bounced back and forth. I've always wanted to play a darker character, a villain, because I think that one of the superpowers I can bring to it is that I have established a really like friendly relationship with the audience, so that then when you play a darker character, as opposed to the audience viewing him as a villain, they can view him a little bit as us if we were desperate.
Well, this film is a lot of fun. It's kind of shocking in a good way. It had me from the beginning and end, and I really enjoyed it. So it's a pleasure to chat with you about this, Jason.
Too. And also, if you're in Boston and you need a suit or a tuxedo or some fine menswear, head down to Mr. Sid's in Newton, Massachusetts. That's a Segel family store. Mr. Sid's. Newton.
I'm going to head there. I'm in the market for a tuxedo real soon for next year's Critic Choice Awards.
Come on, do it.
It'll be a Segel original.
Yes. Okay, good.
Great chat with you, my friend.
You too. Thank you.
Our dogs are carnivores. They are designed to consume raw foods, raw meats.
We need you to subscribe to YouTube so we have as many viewers there as we do on Fox. I think we're at like 1 million plus. And we are spieling it in our kitchen today, brought to you by Prairie Farm. Super excited to have Flo here with us because Flo knows, right? It's not Flonase, but Flo knows. I was super impressed with your background. I mean, you're here most certainly to talk about the product that you've come up with for your pets, but you're an educated woman.
I try, yes.
Yeah. I mean, you studied what, animal science or nutrition? Or
yes.
Tell us a little bit about your background.
Yep. So I have always loved animals. I've always wanted to do something in that field. There are dogs
One of them
here.
sitting on my foot currently, but it's fine.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
But I always wanted to do something in the animal field, and I never really wanted to do surgery or anything like that. I really cared more about the holistic healing approach.
Sure.
And so two months into my master's degree at SIU in companion animal nutrition, I actually found Pure Pet, which is a local natural supply store in Carbondale. They had just opened, and it was like, I walked in there, and it was just like a dream come true, and my complete direction just shifted.
How about that?
And I just started doing nutrition. Like every single day.
and animals everywhere thank you for that as well. You know, you said you've had some great success. I wondered, because you can see clearly on all of her beautiful packaging, Crude Carnivore making a splash in pet nutrition. She's got the different chicken, beef, turkey, pork, and then you've had you're going to dive into lamb, I guess.
Yeah, we got a new one coming. I have it right here.
Oh, there! Look at that. She just happens to have it right there. But you've put so much thought behind this. Tell us how this was born, where you could boost the bowl of regular food for animals.
Yes. So I worked at Pure Pet for about 5 years, and the entire time I did nutrition consultations and really dealt with dogs that had problems like skin conditions, itching, gut problems, ear problems, just all kinds of concerns. And I always found that the common denominator was typically diet. And so we did a lot of changes. We worked a lot on switching foods up. And I really was looking for something that was also very healing and powerful at the same time. And most of the bone broths on the market typically contain starches and fillers and potato and carrots, which for dogs are carbohydrates and sugars that just cause more problems.
Sure.
And so I was like, why not just make one? And so I started with this tiny crock pot and just herb-infused the product. And so that's what makes this bone broth so unique, is that it's just an herb-infused product. We just use 3 herbs, parsley, dandelion, and thyme, which are extremely powerful. We use the entire plant. Dandelion's incredible. Dandelion's actually a antihistamine. It's like nature's antihistamine. So what it does is just breaks down the histamine buildup in the liver. And so dandelion naturally does that. And we use the entire plant from flower to root.
Okay, at this stage though?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Most of them are this big.
Okay.
And they're fully effective. Like, most people think this is a weed, but it's actually a very powerful detoxifier. It helps flush the liver, reducing itching, reducing any issues.
Well, you have very well-behaved pets. They're back here. Look, one of them's backstage, like not ready to come out yet and see the audience, which is so funny.
Yeah.
So this morning we were talking, and I love your social media pages, and obviously we'll drive people there. And I said, would you please identify your children here? And you said, well, Hurley is the bunny. I mean, straight up.
She had bunny ears on for
so
Easter.
funny. And then, of course, you have Marvin, and I think you referred to Marvin as the ball crazy nut job.
Yeah, sorry,
Like,
child.
so look at that. He's jumping up. I mean, crazy. So
Yeah, you can find that picture. It's very recent.
That's awesome. That's really good. So
They're
going to be the taste testers for you today?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I brought some bottles, obviously, so we can try it.
Okay.
I brought 3 different food options because I'm a raw feeder. I feed my dogs fresh food every single day, dogs and cats. And this is for cats too, by the way. I just always say dogs. It's just so habitual for me. But most pets are fed kibble, which I will not discriminate against that because it's affordable, it's convenient. I totally understand that not everybody is capable of adding fresh food in or even doing fresh food entirely.
When you say fresh food, what do you...
So our dogs are carnivores. They are designed to consume raw foods, raw meats. Their body functions the best on it, but it's something that is still not very known in the pet industry. We're actually finding that the most pets with illnesses are fed a dry food, and it's just something that there's not enough information about it.
Right.
Or there is a lot of information about it, but not the right people to educate you on it. So I brought 3 different foods to just kind of show how you can feed, and that no matter what you feed, this is a great addition, and especially if you feed a dry food or a freeze-dried food or a dehydrated food, adding moisture to the diet is a game changer. It affects skin and coat health, just general lubrication of the body, hydration. Most cats especially develop kidney disease by the time they're 10, and especially if they are eating a dry food, it's so damaging on the body. And
And you're still getting all the other health benefits that you mentioned when you pour it in the bowl, right?
yes, so our broth from the herbs is just incredible for the immune system, incredible for detoxing. But bone broth naturally just has a lot of collagen, which is extremely helpful for joint health, gut health especially, which immediately affects the immune system because that's where all of the microbiome is. That is where our immune system sits, and so that's why this is such a powerful healing product to add into any meal. So I can
just demonstrate.
Yeah,
how well
demonstrate
they like
this. So always shake before you open the bottle, because separation is natural. There is still going to be a little bit of meaty parts in there because they don't all filter out. Yeah. You want to refrigerate once you open the bottle. It's shelf-stable for 8 months before you open it. But so this is the beef. It's right now at room temperature, but typically when you put it in the fridge, it'll be more viscous, like it'll be more thick. Once it sets up a little bit. Out of all of them. But here's just a dry food bowl that we have, and so you typically, I just will do a little bit over there. So everything is kind of coated by it. And then I have a freeze-dried option, which this is also freeze-dried food, and that'll just soften a lot faster with bone broth than dry food does. It's just not a lot.
They're not getting that either.
And so the kibble will take probably 10 minutes to soften and soak it all in.
So you do want it to soften and absorb it and then let them eat it. Okay, perfect.
Because it'll absorb into the digestive tract, through the digestive tract much better.
Okay.
And then the freeze-dried will take 5 minutes, and then raw, I literally just put it on and just feed it.
Mama.
And it's a very low-calorie option, actually. Now that I say that, all of them have under 5 calories an ounce. So even if you have an overweight dog, or if you have a dog that is prone to certain problems like pancreatitis, anything like that, it's something that any dog can really consume. Okay, so they can have some of this.
All right.
You want a treat?
Okay.
I sit? Yeah, I sit.
Okay.
Ready? Here, can you
Look
turn
at that.
around?
Look
okay,
at
sit.
that. Okay, I don't think they like it at all.
Sit.
I do not think they like that at all. Oh, Brandon, just get down there with them. Go ahead and try it. That is awesome. Okay, that'll be done in 2 seconds flat. They're like, what are you doing teasing us with that?
Yeah, where's the rest?
That is so good. All right, well, listen, we want people to find you, and now you've just opened yourself up to take all those questions in the middle of the night when they're worried about their four-legged friend. So how do you want people to find you, where you're located online, et cetera?
Yep, so we have a website. It's crudecarnivore.com. Okay. And then we also have Instagram and Facebook. It's at Crude Carnivore. And I am pretty responsive on there as much as I can be. Work never sleeps.
Perfect.
And then we are sold at Pure Pet in Carbondale. That is the primary avenue. They are actually coming to Marion as well. So it'll be available in Carbondale and Marion. And then if you are not from local area, you can shop on our website. There may be some stores around you too that may already carry it. We are in 85 stores right now.
Nice.
So it is grown quite a bit.
It's available.
And if there is a store where you can't find it, then just let me know and I can get in touch.
Yeah, most certainly. And if you want it in your town, in your area, at your retail store where you buy your pet's food, then
let me know.
Give her a call. All right, you were awesome, and I think Rob, try it, and then we'll both buy it. How about that? We'll be right back.
Regenerative procedures come into use if we lose a tooth. And I've had a lot of people come to me and say, well, I had a tooth pulled, and I'll say, okay, has there been any discussion about what comes after that? Because removing the tooth should never be the end all of a discussion when it comes to having to remove a tooth.
Okay, not that we like to pit siblings against one another, right? To pit pet siblings against one another. But we're going to do, what did we call this one, Rob? Unpredictable pet tricks, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so how about, here's what we'll do. We're gonna do it at the same time, you and I making the motion.
Marvin, come
we better hurry. We're gonna do it making the motion, and then whoever does it first gets a check. Okay, so here we go.
You say what you want to do.
You ready?
Okay.
Shake.
Shake.
Sorry, we just won. Dang. Okay, we've got a, you wanna do roll over?
Roll over. Roll over.
Roll.
Roll over.
Darn it, you got one. All right.
Come here,
All right, here you go. You ready?
All right.
Speak.
Speak.
Oh, was that, okay,
Marvin.
we won, or two. All right.
Marvin,
now,
Marvin,
hey, Marvin. Okay.
can do
here,
it.
Let's
Turn around.
Okay, turn around.
Turn around.
Turn around. I think we won that one too. Okay. And
Sit.
now, see, already right there.
And
Love
sit.
it.
Sit. And then we can do one more. Sit, Hurley. I sit. Ready? Can you sit pretty? Can you sit pretty?
Sit pretty.
Can you sit pretty? I can.
Okay, they tied. Let's let them tie so they get along well. Yay!
And we can do one last trick for
all
the
right.
camera, okay? I don't know if she'll do it. Sit. Who's your here? Come here. Who's your best friend?
Oh, that was
Who's your best
sweet.
friend?
They're still
Yay.
talking. Yay.
Good job. Good job.
Great
Like, get outta here.
job. Again, that website, let's make sure people find you.
Oh, yeah. CrudeCarnivore.com.
That's it,
So,
crudecarnivore.com. Thank you. You guys were so
Thank
much
you.
fun.
Thanks for having us.
Until next time.